Good morning, Guardians. TBL here, back once again for your weekly reset guide for April 18th, 2017. Another week and more loot, so let's get started. This week's featured raid is the Wrath of the Machines. We're going to be diving back into the heart of the Plaguelands to take on Axis and all of his amplified fallen minions. Both the Vosik and Axis challenge will be active for this, so get in there, get your Adept rewards, and get your Age of Triumph ornaments. This does mark the final raid in Destiny. Once you've completed it, we will have had a full rotation of all of the new 390 challenge raids. We'll be streaming it on the PD Twitch, so make sure you check us out. Alright, for the Challenge of Elders this week, the modifiers are Airborne, Berserk, and a Precision Kill bonus. Bosses you'll be facing are the Overmind Minotaur, Val Araun, and the Wretched Knight himself. Next up, this week's Nightfall Strike is the Shield Brothers taking place deep inside the Dreadnought. Modifiers are Epic, Voidburn, Brawler, Grounded, and Ironclad. Thankfully no chaff in there this time. Following that, the Heroic playlist modifiers this week are Heroic, Specialist, Juggler, and Airborne, so get your jump shots with snipers and shotguns this week. Should make those strikes pretty darn easy. Then for the weekly story playlist, today's modifiers are Heroic, Specialist, and Chaff. Knew we couldn't go a week without seeing it somewhere. But alright, for the weekly playlist this week, we've got the return of the doubles playlist, then Clash, Rift, Elimination, Skirmish, and Rumble Supremacy. Excited about that last one. Rumble Supremacy is a pretty fun mode. This time around, Tyra has got the Memory of Yolder with a Disciplined Strength build, although the stats, it's only about an 84% roll overall, so you could probably hold off on it. However, the Memory of Silimar's pretty darn good. It's an Intellect Discipline roll, and it's coming at about 105% of the usual max stats for this thing. Absolutely worth picking up, even if you've already got one. This is probably going to be a better variant. And finally, we've got the Memory of Timur. This is the one that turns enemies into friends, and it's actually got a pretty good Intellect Strength roll of about 95%, so not bad at all. Really, overall this week, I'm actually pretty impressed. Tyra brought some pretty darn good artifacts. Both Timur and the Silimar roll are worth picking up. Alright, moving on to the tower. This week at Lord Shaxx for the Crucible, his first bounty this week is Back to Basics, where you need to exercise your skills in the Clash playlist. Then we've got a Game of Rift, where you need to head into that playlist and get 7 match completions, 50 primary kills, 25 assisted kills, and 1 runner stop medal. Then at the Crucible Quartermaster, he's got Point and Shoot, where you need to get 50 auto rifle kills, Ion Victory, where you need to get 50 scout rifle kills, Short Range Devastation, where you need to get 25 shotgun kills, Trusty Sidearm, where you need to get 25 sidearm kills. That should actually be pretty easy for everyone. And finally, of course, Choose Your Moment, where you need to get 15 heavy weapon kills. Me personally, I'm definitely getting that auto rifle bounty done on all my characters, shooting for a Doctrine of Passing. But alright, moving on to the material exchange, we really don't need to head to Eris because it's the same thing every week, you know, Wormspore, Hadium Flakes, Runes, and Shards. But I feel like if I didn't go to her, you guys would miss her. So moving on, Dead Orbit this week is taking Wormspore donations. The Future War Cult is taking Relic Iron donations. And finally, the New Monarchy, aka the Best Faction, they are also taking Relic Iron donations this week. Remember to complete your Nightfalls before farming this stuff up. It'll give you a great benefit with that extra EXP. Alright then, and last but certainly not least, we have Petrovenge for the Queen's Wrath faction and the bounty she's got this week. First up, for her wanted bounty, she wants you to take on the Blighted Descendant on Mars or Venus. You'll find them in the Citadel on Venus, or in the Hollows on Mars. They're a tough cookie, so make sure you take your big guns. Then we've got Take Them Out Mars, where you need to kill 12 Taken Lieutenants on that planet. I usually skip this one because it just takes too long and it's not really worth the overall rewards. Take Them All, where you need to kill 100 Taken. This, however, is a very quick one. Queen's Ambassador, where you need to complete 3 strikes in any playlist. Queen's Sovereignty, where you need to defeat 50 Fallen in any strike playlist. And finally, Queen's Curse, where you need to get 30 Void kills in the Dreadnought. Thankfully, with all the Void Adept weapons we've been getting from these raids, this one shouldn't be too hard to complete. Again, the weekly featured raid this week is Wrath of the Machine, and we will be diving into that live on Planet Destiny's Twitch page today. Make sure you guys are tuning in over there. Vosik challenge shouldn't be too much trouble, but that Axis challenge definitely takes a lot of coordination. It's going to be really interesting to watch and do. But alright Guardians, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Get out there and make a difference in the world of Destiny. Have a ton of fun and get a ton of loot. But I'm out for now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.